Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by to watch another episode here at All I See Is W, where we talk about finance and self-development. Well, today I wanted to create this video on a Monday to share with you value-add ticker plays that can add so much value to your investment portfolio. But please make sure to keep in mind I'm not a financial analyst. Please take my information as guidance and apply it to your investing strategy. Let's get started. Now, first off, let's say if you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe to All I See Is W for more related content, and please make sure to hit the like on this video content. All right, let's begin now. Now, item number one I wanted to share with you in the cryptocurrency play is Ethereum Classic. We know that Ethereum, the parent, has been running beyond 3,000. However, with Ethereum ETC, this ticker was at like $11 not too long ago. As you can see, like early March time frame, even April, it was like hovering at like $12, $13, and now it's 4x by 400% gains, bypassing its prior performance back in 2018. I do personally feel that the price of ETC will bull run all the way up to $250 if you hold this ticker long term. I actually have a position in ETC, and it's great to see it just bull running continuously. So let's not lose sight of what ETC can do for you. Next ticker play I wanted to share with you is Riot Blockchain, a company based out in New York. In fact, they are a cryptocurrency play, a company that focuses on mining for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Now, the interesting thing about Riot Blockchain is the fact that this is a very jumpy stock in terms of how it goes up and down from high points and low points. As you can see here, this was like in the $10 range back in Q4 of 2020. However, it ran all the way up to like $77 mid-February, and it's been reaching a floor of like $38. I firmly believe if you were to park your money into RIOT, you will gain on at least minimum 50% gains up to 100% in positive proceeds if you swing this type of play here. The fact that you see there's so much peaks and troughs, you can definitely buy in at the low point, which is currently at the high 30s, and just let it sit there. Let's say if you have an exit strategy of like $60 or an exit strategy of 65, 70, you name it, that's all coming in the near term, because this is considered a bounty stock where you can gain on just day trading this item play here. So with Riot Blockchain, I firmly believe if you aren't that typical swing trader, and if you hold this long term, this New York based company will add value in the long run. It will potentially break through the triple digits come this year from my perspective with RIOT. Next ticker play I wanted to share with you is Sanp Mining Corporation. In fact, they recently have partnered up with the company. And what's so interesting is that its partner company has just received trademark on DNA tags from the United States Patent and Trademark Office for the name DNA tags. And what's so interesting, why did the share price bull run today? I mean, at one point today, it ran all the way up to like 40, close to 50% in gains. However, towards the end of the day, it finished off at close to 19% in gains because it released its financial data. How often do you see financial data on companies in the OTC play? So that really just demonstrates that Sanp Mining is a legitimate company where they have engineers from Vietnam working to really add value with branding, providing more accurate data, especially for companies trying to get more accurate data. And in fact, they just partnered up with the company where they're now shifting the focus on crypto mining, blockchain, as well as getting involved with NFTs as well. We know those are the high demand sectors at this time. So from a share price standpoint, now at 0.005, I firmly believe it can at one point reach its prior resistance close to the 2-3 cents range, coming very soon in Q3 from my perspective. So next ticker play I wanted to share with you is another crypto related coin play, and that's IMD Companies, ICBU. Today it bull ran all the way up to 65% gains, reaching beyond 1 penny gains today, as you can see here. And this is another company that's focused on farming of Chia cryptocurrency coins for all facilities. And just by looking at their news, you see them expanding in areas like Utah, in areas like Phoenix, Arizona. So this is looking very solid because they are trying to build on their board of directors as well. As you can see here, they're welcoming an advisor to their program here. And from a share price standpoint, the question is, can it bull run back to its prior resistance at 3 cents? What if it breaks 4 cents coming very soon? And we know that with cryptocurrency play right now, it's just running at this time. So I would highly recommend monitoring ICBU. I mean, I did a live video yesterday, and we were looking at ICBU, and one of our followers actually got in at the dip today, right early on, and really gained on the 65% gain. In fact, more than that. So that's huge positive proceeds, and just wanted to congratulate those who've actually listened, and let's gain on positive proceeds with these potential plays. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Healthier Choices Management Corporation. I mean, right when the market had opened, this ticker had been running close to like 50%, hovering at the average of like 40%. However, towards the end of the day, people took profits and they left. The scalpers wanted to just make quick profits. However, from a long-term perspective, the fact that Hcmc is David versus Goliath, the story against Philip Morris, where Hcmc is the plaintiff and will likely be paid out by Philip Morris because of lawsuits against patent use infringement, then that just tells you that Hcmc will have positive return on cash flow once the payout begins. But from my perspective, when you look at this from a long-term perspective, I firmly believe the V-shape is coming. We can't really forecast when that will happen, but it's very likely sometime in Q2 or Q3. So I would recommend just either dollar cost averaging down or just playing this long-term, because Hcmc has the potential. If you look at the volume here, there's 3 billion shares being traded at this time. So it's a very known company out in Florida, providing healthier alternative choices or providing organic fruits and just vaping at a safer alternative versus the standard traditional way. Now, one other interesting company play is Trans Global Group, Tggi, a China-based company. Today, it actually ran to like 27%. In fact, it ran all the way up close to like 100% gains early during the day. However, it still ended in positive greens. Supposedly, there's been discussions about mergers going to be happening, and that this company will try to position itself to uplist as a NASDAQ company. And we know that companies, if you try to uplist, you must maintain a minimum of like $4. But it's looking solid because the potential UV shape is coming here. It previously ran all the way up to like 008, now at 003. So if you park your money here at this time, you could have got it at like 002. If it gets it back up to its prior resistance, that's 400% in positive proceed gains. If you hold this long term, you can gain potentially in the 1,000% proceeds by 10x. So let's not lose sight of what Tggi can do for you. Next ticker that's very interesting is Ocgn, OCGN. What's driving this company forward is the fact that it has a drug product, Covaxin, that's in clinical studies at this time, and the fact that India has such a big pandemic going on with COVID-19, things are going out of control around that area, as well as Brazil. There's potential that EUA can occur where Ocgn's product Covaxin is distributed all around the world, where people are in need of this type of protection against the pandemic at this time. And it's lately been bull running. I mean, when you look at the low point at $5, it gained by 200% within days, right? I mean, it's been like just over 10 days, I mean, calendar days, and it's been just running significantly. The question is, how far can it run up? We don't know, but it's on a positive bullish pattern at this time. So I would highly recommend just monitoring OCGN, and those who are invested in this company, congratulations, and this is a value add quality stock that's bull running at this time. Next ticker play I want to share with you is Vxrt. Unfortunately, today during the stock market, it dropped by 0.25%, ending at 802. However, in the aftermarket, we know that there was announcement on May 3rd where there was a key leader speaker where there was discussions about its COVID-19 oral pill medication platform, where it is providing an immune response with increase in CD8 plus T cells, and it's demonstrating more effective results than the actual Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. So that's huge, right? Especially knowing that this drug product can provide more an immunity protection getting your immunity at a stronger position, getting the right T cells in place, and that's why it ran all the way up to like 20%, gaining back close to net zero towards the aftermarket once that news had been released. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this share price will play out in the days to come and the weeks to come. The question is, can it bull run up to its prior resistance of like mid-20s? I'm high confidence that it can potentially go there, and let's not lose sight of the potential of what Vxrt is working on, because its mode of delivery is taking an oral pill medication. And can you imagine if that drug product gets distributed all around airports, sports arenas, in vending machines, and you can just take a pill instead of getting a vaccine administered into your arm? Next ticker play I wanted to share with you is Enzc, Enzc. What's so interesting about this company, right? Well, I just like the fact that it's so undervalued at this time. I mean, it previously ran close to like $1 threshold early February. However, now it's definitely undervalued, and it's a company that's providing value-add therapeutics specifically with this platform. I mean, this biotechnology company is focused on anti-HIV therapeutics, providing Ig monoclonal antibodies for infectious diseases, and it's really providing value for like HIV virus. And they're working with scientists in Texas, for example, at Texas A&M. So there's a lot of scientific exposure with this company, and the question is, when can it V-shape back up? I mean, if you park your money here where it's definitely at a low point, you can gain on huge positive proceeds, potentially on 3x, 4x if you hold this long term through the end of the year. So let's not lose sight of the potential of what Enzc can do for you. And it's a high volume stock trade type of ticker at 19 million shares traded today. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Sngx, Sngx. Why do I like this company so much, right? Well, to me, it's definitely undervalued. So how you want to purchase companies, maximizing the quantity of the shares, is really what's going to set you apart from other investors when you build on wealth. And from my perspective, it's definitely undervalued at this time. It has high quality drug products that's currently being evaluated by health authorities using energy source with its drug product in combination to add value in what they're working on. In fact, when you look at their products, they have a phase 3 clinical trial product to treat cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. That's so huge because that type of disease is not going away. They also have products for severe inflammation, gastrointestinal disorders. There's different products in infectious diseases, and they are working with different scientists all around the world right now. So I highly recommend just monitoring this company because it has the quality companies that can add value in the long run from my perspective. And definitely they have a candidate vaccine that can provide protection in the long run. So let's not lose sight of the current price that it is at this time. Next play I wanted to share with you is Tetra Biopharma, ticker Tbpmf, currently valued at 40 cents per share at 19 cents, 19% gain today. And that's huge, right? I mean, during the live event yesterday, one of our followers provided this ticker play, and it's great to see that it's gone up by like 20% in gains just within the day. And today there was information where there was granting of a drug establishment license from Health Canada on its cannabis-derived product, soft gel capsules, to provide value in the type of treatment that they're focused on. And that's huge because they focus on pain, fibromyalgia, cancer, various diseases, carcinoma. And from my perspective, I just know that cannabinoids is really going to add value with how we look at healthcare, and it's great to see it bull run up today. And the question is, can it go beyond the 60 cents, $1? I have high belief that it will, just knowing that it's one of the leading pioneers using cannabinoids. And we will touch on another company that is leveraging bioengineered cannabinoid science as well. So that's my perspective. Next ticker play I wanted to share with you is ZK International by the ticker ZKIN. What's so interesting about this company is that this company based out in China can really run all the way up to like $30 from my perspective. So I have high belief that Zkin can really grow in future valuation, and it previously ran all the way up to like $15. Definitely undervalued at this time. You're getting it at like 60% off, and the fact that this company provides basic materials such as steel to develop like the Olympics, I mean, that's just huge, and it's really going to add value for infrastructure on other buildings that are being built all around the world. And that's why, from a long-term perspective, if you are an investor in this company, you can gain huge, getting up to like $30 from the initial price point of like $5. That's 600% gains from my perspective. So let's not lose sight of what Zkin can do for you. Next ticker play I wanted to share with you is Novn, Novn. This company is a biotechnology company, and they will be announcing its final results on its drug product that is in phase 3 for treatment on molluscum, and it's going to be huge. The question is, will the new drug application be submitted to the FDA? Will there be positive news based on the results of the clinical trials towards the end phase? How likely is this company going to position itself for success? And in fact, they're working on various dermatology-related drugs, specifically the SB204, SB206 antiviral gel treatment for different skin infections in the hand and on your nails. And it's interesting because it's also working on a drug candidate to treat high-risk HPV, as well as treatment for SARS-CoV-2, and they do have license agreements with different corporations all around the world. And from my perspective, the current share price at 128, it can bull run up to its prior resistance of $2.59. So let's not lose sight of what Novn can do for you. Next I want to share with you is a medical device company in California, and that is Nndm. Although the share price had gone down by 14% today, I do firmly believe that the company is trending in the right direction. When you eliminate these high peaks where it ran all the way up to like 7 cents, 5 cents, that's sort of noisy data. It's trending in the right direction, building on future valuation where the share price is gaining traction at the 2-3 cents, and it will continue to grow. I mean, it just received partnership with Audio Cardio, where Audio Cardio has been clinically proven by Stanford that this type of app base actually adds value from a clinical perspective, and Samsung Medical Center also validated the benefits of using this subscription-based app. It's like $14.99, and that's really going to drive and add value for INND getting exposure in areas like Southern California. They're also working with BJ's. That's going to be huge. They have an establishment with Walmart and conglomerate giant Amazon, so you can really order your products through Amazon Prime, through INND, and its product can be shipped directly to your home, and then you can download the app, cut the middleman going to the doctor's office to have the programmed device be modified. You can do it on your own to meet your needs for hearing. And they also provide vitamins using CBD extract to help with the performance of hearing. So that's going to be huge from a long-term perspective. I have high belief that the share price can break 10 cents, and you hold this long-term, it's going to beyond the $1. So I'm holding on to this ticker long-term because this is a big problem out in this world where millions and billions of people all around the world have hearing problems, and that's why people rely on high-quality hearing aids at this time. Next ticker that I wanted to share with you is specific to a company that is using natural medicine, cannabinoids, bioengineering its product, adding amino acids so that its drug product can add value to patients with glaucoma. Glaucoma is basically severe blindness in patients who have increase in intraocular pressure, and this company has derived a prodrug where you add a solvent into the eye, and that reduces intraocular pressure. That's the root cause for glaucoma, and also its drug product can clinically be proven to demonstrate neuroprotection where that can prevent you from getting glaucoma. So that's going to be huge because there's no drug that can do that. And the fact that Jazz Pharmaceuticals acquired GW Pharmaceuticals, that really shifts the whole realm of how we look at healthcare by using cannabinoids. And that's why there's so many companies right now trying to get into that market. And with Skye Bioscience, they have patented protection on their modified THC VHS drug product, and that's going to be huge because it's beginning to start human clinical trials in the second half of this year, and it's going to be very exciting to see the results of that outcome of that from my perspective. But we all know that it's likely going to be safe and tolerable, and phase 2 will begin likely in 2022. So it's going to be very exciting times with Skye Bioscience because I do feel like the inflection point will be coming very soon, at least in this quarter, with additional data being presented on its IOP data as well as neuroprotection in Q2 of this year. So it's exciting times for Skye Bioscience investors from my perspective. Next interesting play is Nndm and Nndm. Why do I like this company so much? Well, they've recently just acquired Micromechanics, a 3D printing leader. Nanofabrica, we know that 3D printing, whether it's bioprinting or just standard printing for manufacturing, there's an increased demand for that, as well as also acquiring a machine learning, deep learning leader, DeepCube, now by tapping into trying to get involved with deep learning, artificial intelligence. That's really going to drive and advance how this company is going to add value in the manufacturing space to streamline how you automate things. And by applying deep learning as well, that's just things you want to hear with nano dimension, right? I mean, nano means small and dimension means you're in this whole different realm here, and that really fits the tone of their purpose. And from a long-term perspective, I do feel like it's going to reach its prior resistance beyond the $20 range. And if you hold this long-term, it's going above $50 from my perspective if you hold this ticker long-term. So let's not exclude what Nndm can do for you, the fact that it's so undervalued at this time. Last ticker pair I wanted to share with you, I wanted to save the best for last, is Ideonomics, IDX. Why do I like this ticker so much? Well, it's definitely undervalued right now. I mean, at 283, it's going to catapult huge. And what do I mean by huge, right? Can it break the double-digit share price range? I have high belief that it can, because it's really going to transform how we look at electric vehicles, fintech, and let's say if there's news where it gets involved with Tesla partnership, that would result in this company going to like $50, and it'll go to the moon from my perspective. But if you hold this long term, you know that it won't sit at $2 for long, and that it will start running up significantly. So I just wanted to share with you this value add play. You can do your DD, but Ideonomics is a value add play from my perspective in the long term. Definitely at $2 per share if you think about it, because what goes down will catapult up when you have these high quality type of companies. So if you want to make money, you want to understand how you invest. How you invest is when you buy at the low point and let it rip and let it just rise with positive proceeds, and that's how you gain in this market. So overall, I hope that this video added value, and please let me know if you have any comments, questions. Please leave it down below, and please make sure to hit the like and subscribe for more related content. Also, please take a look at the links down below and look at it very closely and see how you can add value as well to support my channel. All I see is W. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening all. Goodbye.